Alright, it's going to be part 2. I've started to download this nightly here. Now it says I have 3 minutes. 2 minutes. It's going faster than I thought it would, which is fine. So it didn't take the 8 minutes it said it was going to take, at least Firefox said. It's more like 3 minutes, if this is close to accurate. So again, just to review what I'm going to do, and maybe I probably should just start it with this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download a brand new haiku image. I've created a virtual machine for that. I'm going to call it Experimental. In fact, I'm going to do 2 of them. I'm just going to do just from HREV 48645. I'm going to do an installation of that nightly. I'm going to clone the virtual machine. I'm going to have a second hard disk, both of which work. Then I'm going to go through the procedure that I did to get it to, so I'd have read access to the system. Then I'm going to start experimenting. I'm going to make the other disk image mountable. So I'm going to detach it from virtual machine number 2, put it into virtual machine number 1. And it's going to be a little tedious at times, you know, because I might want to boot back into the one that nothing's replaced at some point. And I'm also going to mount my virtual machine that has the packages that I've built with package source. And then I'll just start replacing some of the libraries that are in the system directory, you know, one by one, try a reboot and see what happens with that. It's probably going to be the extent of my testing, to see in general what can be replaced. If there's, you know, I'll talk about the libraries, how I built them. I haven't really done anything unusual. That is to say that I built them in package source. I didn't assume that unless I say something that I haven't, you know, passed some compile option that makes it build differently, or I haven't edited the make file to have it linked to libraries that aren't boilerplate standard things. Okay, I'm going to put this nightly. I'm going to unzip it here. The hard disk is not in this directory. The hard disk is in another directory on my system. I'm going to attach this haiku nightly to the virtual machine. Okay, so it's attached, we're ready to go. So let's do an install. It's not difficult to install. The installs work really well. They are good and reliable. I'm not sure the differences between US and US International, but whatever. Now, there's one confusing thing that I should straighten out. It says, oh, you don't have any partitions. You do. You kind of have to you have to set up the partitions. And if you don't understand that, you might think, oh, this stuff doesn't work. You can't format it with NTFS and expect it to work. I'm going to do the the block size that's recommended. Now it's been formatted. Now I could close this, and now I could choose my 50 gigabyte target, and I could begin. And it installs lightning fast. They'll even detach the disk for you. It's not a bad system. Let's just see whether I could. Well, it's got to reboot, right? Now, it doesn't have the Haiku logo because it's not built in the manner the official Haiku is. And the official Haiku is, let's see if anything's been done about this. Well, no, actually, the GCC4 builds will make a bigger screen. So here we are. We're pretty much, I'm done. This is the basic stuff, the basic setup. Done nothing with it. Let me do is I'm going to shut down my machine now. And I'm gonna clone this actually. I'm gonna do a full clone. Whoa, failed. I can't register DVD image. Okay, probably. Okay, I'll have to detach that. Because I actually don't. Right. That's strange. You know what? I'm just gonna make another one. No big deal. So, nah. It's not even attached, so what's the deal here? Alright, so a new one it is. Four gigs of memory. Do not have the virtual disk now, and I'm going to continue. Settings, same thing I did before. So I'm using USB tablets, so I have integration because the guest editions don't work. Processor, give it 2. That's working. I'm just going to check to make sure. Okay, so I'll do that. Let's just see if that's what I had over here. Probably. Yes, it did. Processors. I've already went over this in detail in video number 1. I think I got what I want here. that 50 gigs also. And okay, so let's just start this sucker and get it installed. No logo, it's the same thing I downloaded before, and I'm going to go with just the US, run the installer, and then continue, say okay, and then I got to format the drive. With the B file system, continue, use the recommended, write the changes, okay, close it. Choose the target I just initialized, which is the only target, and restart my system. I'm already at 1 gigabyte. God. All right, so let's see. Right, I've never had that happen before. Let's try. Maybe it's too quick. Oh, it was different, but all right. So I have two systems that are identical, and I got to figure out which. This is number 2. So since I've called it that, and I'm just gonna avoid confusion. I'm going to my original one, and this is the one I'm going to be working with actually. Step number 1. Oh, let it do its stuff. Step number 1 is going to Haiku Depot. It's different because anyway. So I'm gonna look for zlib. I'm gonna install and says, "Oh, you're gonna get rid of all this stuff." And I go, "Yes, I am." And it will say, "Oh, can't do it," or just save the report actually, because it actually breaks stuff. So if you actually by doing that, it's if I restart, it will not work at this stage. You won't be able to do anything. The only thing you really do is power off at this stage. So that's experimental Haiku. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into storage, and I'm going to remove this attachment. Go to number 2. My main disk is Haiku Experiment 2. My non-main disk that I'm going to mount, I'm going to copy back the components, is Haiku Experimental. And where am I in disk size now? 1.4. Reset it. Okay, so go over here. I'm going to mount my other haiku that I've broken. I'm going to write it read-write because I basically need to bring some stuff back. You know, it covers up it'll actually cover up the other one. Okay. So let's take a look at what the contents are here. We have system, and you notice that it's only going to have cache, non-package, packages, settings, and var. But on the normal system, you got a lot more than that. Let's see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some preferences here to actually so you can see what we're working with here. So this is my regular system. This is the one I have mounted. You notice there's some differences here. Suddenly we don't have a kernel. We don't have a lot of stuff, right? So let's just bring the stuff back. And that's from uninstalling Z libraries. And what prompted me to do that in the first place was there was a difference between haikus and the package sort of Z libraries. At least by appearance, it was that way. I mean, so don't know what I was thinking. I thought maybe I'd uninstall it, or maybe install it with haiku port or something on my, and then it broke everything. Then I tried to get stuff back, and then I realized what the after effects were. This is a long time ago, though. So we got data. Down here is your non-package. And there's a lot to copy. So non-package. Package links I did not copy back. And of course there's some things that look like they're important, like a kernel, a runtime loader, a desk bar, that I am not going to hesitate to copy back. So basically I just have to wait for these 25,000, whatever they are, to copy. I got about 8,000 to go. Let's see if I have any more space here. Almost running out of space. So I'm hoping, yeah. This will be fairly quick, and I can actually reboot and get back into the other system. So what I have to do is detach the disk from the second virtual machine. I unmount it. Shut down. go into this virtual machine and let's see, storage. Detach that. Reattach it over here. Which is experimental. Okay, this is the one that was broken. And we're back. Not only that, go to the system. Go to the library section, say, you know, just create a new text file. It lets me do it. Yeah, I should want to rename stuff, but it will actually let me do it. And I could actually just copy over existing stuff and it won't ask me about it at all. So that's how I get to where I want to get. Basically, you know, you have write access now. It's really in the part 2.